The good place. Be sure to bring out the porcelain, Jeeves. Meanwhile, due south.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
Roy always gets left behind.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia.
Eyes,
Not about
plural.
to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
Then why am I bringing my dog? That's why. Okay. I said nothing. You were right, Torgal.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
But are you ready to face your past and your fears?
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Onward, then.
Come on.
Bloodlines. Genkai.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More
One
than
way to
likely,
find out.
which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories, starting with the village of Amber.
I didn't ask. Jed, come here. Guten Tag. Does that floor you? It does not. Torgal, killing attack. Good boy. And a level for my dogs. Now then. Let's further test the suspension.
Run like the wind.
Do I fight on... I have a chocobo kick. Yeah, it absolutely rolled. Come here. I think I'll just pass these people by. Okay, that's where I have to go. I see a wyvern there. Wyvern. And this is a good chance to test how far these things are willing to chase me before they think, you know what, forget it, let's just go back to where we were.
Thanks, Gal.
Let's see if this is... Nope. No, that's not what I wanted to do, but I guess I'll have to later. Too soon. Too late. Why? Where did you come from? No. I resent that. Ow. Oh, Harry, get absolutely cold. Yeah, that's it, kid. That was a strangely, oddly, annoyingly formidable foe indeed. I should restock on everything, including potions. And I shall do that. Of course. Make for Amber. Thanks, Earl. Well then.
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Speaking of Elwyn.
Quiet, you! Thought they were loyalists.
Well, you are.
Jill, look.
Ah.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all, for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
What is a man like that to do, right?
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
But what?
You
My
fancy
uncle?
dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
All right, I heard you the first time.
I say my uncle, but why would he live in a shitty village like this, right? You.
Welcome, stranger.
Thank you.
There you are.
20k. I could very much buy that, but cobalt tassels. Right, I forgot to buy the trinket from
Very well.
Haron. Oh well. You. Youth. The only time where whenever someone says there are youth about, it reminds me of sort of police notices, police reports, right?
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There have been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered.
Oh, good.
The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits. You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire. What with their 100 full legions?
So, if I can convince him that it was me, then it'll take heat off this village. I can hold my own. I'm wanted and hated already. Marvelous times had by all.
There
Mayor's
was a
wife.
time my husband might have stood up to those men. Though back then, he wouldn't have needed to.
Typical, ain't it? Thank you for your steel silk. Honestly, what point is there in me getting all these crafting materials when I'm barely crafting anything at all? The crafting system, for now, feels like an unnecessary slap-on that's not needed. At all. More youth?
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
What?
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen them, didn't you?
Yeah.
At least I think they was a Black Shields. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
What do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harboring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know.
How'd you get it?
But we need to find out.
Fire. The branded, the firebrands. It's not a stretch of the imagination, although it is some sort of mental gymnastics, I suppose. Yep, that's what I was looking for. Thank you kindly. Now, you. Villager!
Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger.
Do you know who I
The Empire is
am?
a harsh master. Its demands are great, and
You
it's
don't know
just
who I
as
am,
slow.
so...
But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pole.
If you don't know who I am, then how can you know that my presence here is a danger? It's a paradox.
These people live with a knife to their throats.
Yep.
In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
The answer to which is nah, not really.
Obedience bought with fear.
Yeah, I mean, we kill my mom and the problems are over. No, of course not.
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
Maybe Joshua has his own sort of following or network with people that help. Where does this lead me? Let's find out, shall we?
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Is that fair, I hear in your voice, love? Oh, more of those things. Wait, more of those things. Fallen Hunter. Why are these things roaming out and about? Hello.
Ever since the apology tree, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? The Mother Crystal's drops?
I have an idea. You're not going to like it.
And all the more reason why I'd want to hear it. Ah, it's so nice that this is a distance spell, like a ranged attack. Doesn't matter. All roads lead to Rome, don't I? Wait, why am I already through my potions? Did I watch something when sicking Torgal on the enemy? Oh well. And you're right there, lads.
More of my mother's men.
Not for long. Oh, you're already dead? I knew that. Pathetic. Dude, these structures are so incredibly awesome. It gives me a sort of wonder as to what this is, in the same sense that it takes me back to Horizon Zero Dawn, where its world's inhabitants look at these fallen ancient structures and wonder what they were for, what they did. And in that same manner, I am pretty baffled by these colossal architectural marvels. I see that in the bushes behind me. You! Away with ye. Target 確認。発射。Cool. I don't know what it is, but it'll be worth it. Much as I hate to admit it, I'm not a huge fan of Ramu and his iconic skills on account of, you know, one skill take. It's strong, but it's a long casting time. Wait, how did that not? Oh, nice. Nicely done, Thorvald. Oh, that actually hurts him too. Oh, that's really good. So if I cast this up close... come over here. Nicely done, all of us. Why am I hearing the Mass Effect music again? Do I jump down, or is there a path that definitely is. Oh! Why? I don't like spiders! Get away from me! Now.
Blood, Clive.
Yes, evidently so, my love. It's hard to miss it.
It's still wet.
It looks like a crime scene.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
I don't live there.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel.
The fact that you don't know who I am
then,
shows your ignorance.
We owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again. I'll show you a true shield present.
Hey, Angie! Beautiful. Simply beautiful. I'll take it. Now then. Any last words?
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Ordeal. Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
I don't know what any of this means. If this was the moment where you wanted me to sort of give a shocked expression and go, oh no, not that. I mean, I'll take a look now.
Find something, boy.
Evidently, go look.
Death.
Oh, death.
Found her.
Well. Luckily they weren't burned alive, but this... Were they killed and strung up, or strung up and killed? All branded.
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone...
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
Like that works.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it.
Her or the madness?
We should go.
I do wonder why she hates Branded so. There has to be sort of a Branded backstory to either her
like this.
or...
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
This is rough, though. If that's the way we're going, this is where we're gonna look to... There we go. That's what I was looking for. Now, the question is there a lever here that can lower this bridge and connect it to Martha's Rest? Or is this bridge just gonna be raised ad aeternum? Old Hill Docks. Pointless slaughter. Alright, I guess we move on. Unless there's something of interest hidden here.
We're approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosabeth.
I think it is best if we try and make a bit of haste. You there.
I can walk from here.
That was totally worth it.
Didn't happen to come by way of Old Hill, did you? Saw some Imperials clad in black making for the docks just the other day. The next morn, you couldn't see the sun for all the ravens.
Sounds about right.
I did, Mummy. I could hear him shouting from down the road.
You heard nothing. That's all I need. More bloody hides.
They tell us there's a curfew, but then refuse us passage back to our homes.
Passage to the provincial capital is restricted to Imperial Army personnel.
And I suppose I have to find me a poor sod and don his armor. Much as I am regressed to do so.
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
Not anymore.
I'm hungry.
I know, son. Okie doke.
Don't go thinking you'll find refuge in the houses outside Port Isolde. The place is a wretched hive of thieves and blackguards.
Damn blackguards. Where are we going, though? The Silken Strand. Quiet sound. Okay, we try again. You can't drift worth a damn, though, Ambrosia. You've got a very wide turning radius. And running, it feels like I'm running on a treadmill that's going slower than my actual speed.
What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better.
What's to say? Cannot abierto this gate. Here, I'm looking at it's like I'm slipping on ice when I'm running. Like, I'm faster, yes, but the Chocobo could have used a little more fine-tuning, if you will.
That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Huh. People pitching tents outside. Now, let's see if the name... You shall not pass.
Voice-rinsed dogs they are. You can't
They don't care.
Chinless bastards! Those crystals belong to us all! I said, where were you, filth? Back to your sties! Cut you down where you stand! Destroy it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in.
Didn't I just pass a gate? That could potentially give way to entrance with a boot.
I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same.
Mm-hmm.
Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble.
Huh.
The Lazarus.
I rest my case.
We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned.
It's exactly what they want us to think.
Do you think it's safe?
No.
As long as it is abandoned.
Let's go. Black light burns. I suppose it does.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
The bad
Maybe
news.
they found who they were looking for.
Press X to Sean. Alright, let's go, lass. Let's spelunky some tunnels. Let's see if we can't sneak our way into whatever it is needs entering. This is
now
pretty
we
much
know why the refugees didn't come here.
Was no point.
Then.
Okay, now. What's the magic word? We can just push it open? Enter the Lazarus district. Well, I have well and truly entered.
This is nothing like I remember it.
Nothing should be like you remember
Your
it.
crown can lose its luster.
Ain't that the truth? Oh, I spot the boxu. Just what I've always wanted. It's a really nice place you've got there. What? Is there something on your mind, Torgal? What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it?
Not abandoned then.
Oi! Visitors!
Oh, this ain't your day, is it, lads?
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
Why are you running scared, Lord Rossfield? What sewage system did you all crawl out of? Why didn't I see you on the way here?
Why not?
Have it your way. Sick 'em, boy. Now. Now, if we're quite finished here. I said good day, sir.
I've
Don't
only
act
ever
like...
seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix.
Wait, are you freaking...
I was there when you died.
One of the two that was with me that evening. The one that I said, oh, he's gonna die for sure, but the veteran died instead. Was it Tyler and the other guy?
Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us.
You're a highway bandit. We're not gonna just buddy...
It really is you.
Wait, that's his name.
It is. So wait.
You are a bandit. We're not just gonna buddy up again like... Is this the reality? Is this the reality I find myself in?
We can speak inside.
Where inside? Imply that you strut around like you own the place. I mean, I suppose everyone needs to eat, but this is not the ideal circumstance in which I would reunite with someone
And those
should
who
know
wouldn't
of...
bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire.
True.
But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant.
Guerrilla.
Of late,
Guerrilla.
We've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye. The foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool.
Touché.
And since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir,
Ooh.
her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we.
Make ready.
I wonder if my mother knows that I'm still alive.
This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else.
A temporary
If I do
refuge.
nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Alright, let's go.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade,
evidently,
let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
Okay, I guess. I mean, Mom's is under the assumption that Joshua is dead, and that is
This
fine.
endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
Implying I can craft and or upgrade anything that is... What is this I spot? 10 pinches of magic ash. Like, it's the one thing I didn't have up till now.
I suppose we owe you our thanks.
You spared us when you could have just as easily sent us to the mud.
And don't you frickin' forget it.
You're telling me that's the Archduke's son? In the flesh. Saw him once when I was your age. He had that same look in his eyes.
What, the dead fish look? The Easter Island head look?
What is it you require?
Death benefits and something that'll help me not die. Crimson, I don't want limit break generation. Desert rose. Despite its rose-like appearance, this delicate sandstone formation found in the deserts of Dalmatia is no rose, but instead an inexplicable peculiarity of nature. A reminder that humankind will never fully comprehend the world in which we live. It is also said to bring good luck, used in crafting. I see.
Will that be all?
Yeah, no, actually. I may have some nonsense I would be more than willing to part with. Wait, I can just sell all valuables. Clicky. And I could buy one of them scrolls now if I wanted.
The crystals go with you.
Whatever good that will do, right? Yes. Ex-Sir Wade, professional highwayman Wade.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
There is no plan.
Nothing fancy.
There we go.
You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
Is that a nice way of saying simpleton?
So wait. The bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
Wait,
As you command.
Are you a highway bandits, or was that just a... Because you seem to be doing a lot of noble stuff.
Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And seeing my mother's head on a bike. Doesn't matter if you're black or white. Party members. Throughout the main scenario, Clive will often be joined by various companions who are keen to lend their assistance. However, depending on Clive's destination, they may choose to remain behind at the hideaway. Meaning in this particular instance that I'm going without Jill. I need mental support from my okay, we are all Oscar Mike then.
We'll keep them from the bridge.
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
You'd better. Brother Wade's life depends upon it.
I don't rightly need the blessing of the Phoenix anymore. I think I've got blessing of the infernal fires.
Since they burned their first village,
which was
we tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice
Actually,
to say,
let me go back for a second.
That got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Because I am dangerously low on health, and I'd rather go in with a full sack. So I will... Can I please just use... Stop preventing me from doing the thing. One of these. And one of these. That's fine.
What is it you require?
And then I take one of these
Of course, my
and
lord.
one of these.
Will that be all?
That will be all. Thank you, and I will see you probably never again after this. Now, let's press the button again, because I am incapable of opening a gate on my own. To me, Ambrosia.
Ready, go? Fly, Ambrosia.
This is a godsend, or at least Gregor's send, however you want to call it.
Look at me sideways. Come along now.
Come along now, come along with me.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
I guess.
Be safe.
I'll see you. Now, a quick Okey-dokes. Let's start. Can I actually target? I cannot target them.
Yeah.
Greetings, gentlemen.
What is it now? I told you.
You told me
We
no.
bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame. Ha! You presume to tell us
I presume
that a
indeed.
pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog,
Hound.
could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come! Die along with your flame!
I was hoping you would say that.
For Azaria!
For Azaria!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Oh, that was really satisfying. You are dead. You are soon to be dead. Kiddush.
Bloody hell!
No.
Reinforcements from the far bank!
I wouldn't have it any other way. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. I think I deserve most of that, however.
The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't.
Nope, you will definitely not be doing any of that. And we shall let loose the flames of rebirth indeed. Goodbye, Wyvern. Now, that wasn't so hard, was it? Another Dragoon, really?
A noble stand.
Knight of the Lasting
Albeit
Dark.
A misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Based on whose values? I deserved most of that. I deserved all of that. Oh, I parry that? Of course I do. Why wouldn't I? Get your head down in the mud, please. That doesn't work. I keep forgetting that that doesn't actually work. God damn it. No!
Sir Wade! Found her. There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
We finish him.
Oh, don't you worry. Another double jump. And there we go. Now, where was I? No, sir, you will not be doing any of this. Okay, I think I may have made a few oopsies there. Let's respond in kind. Let's see what this does in limit break. I don't know if that's good. I really don't know if that is amazing or not, but at least it helps. That went okay. That went okay.
I don't see any more.
That's because there aren't.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked.
Well done, Sir Wade.
We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord.
No need for
Perhaps
formalities.
this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps.
For a moment.
Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again.
Unless...
I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it. As we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die. And her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait.
A rousing speech, to be sure. Tear to a glass eye and all
Think
that.
we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
I didn't say anything. Quest complete. Oh, renown. That is fantastic. And I think I was that 20 short for whatever this berserk ring was to off. Now then.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades'
Oh, wow.
endeavors?
What a hero.
Beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And
The
had I known of this
Kinderguardians.
tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so,
Very
though
true.
it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why
Particularly-
he remains ever vigilant.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
I kind of want to keep it
I'll
that
have to
way.
Think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter.
A plain old
It's the
ne'er-do-well.
mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
Is that just gonna be a thing now, that wherever I show up, I'm to get a seal or a crest
Be sure that you
or...
do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it.
Implying they would
Tyler
survive.
could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Yeah, you and me both, buddy.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
We need to see these lands free.
Go on now, my lord.
Now go. Go and be great. I believe in you. Pt.14. Manure. That is a fancy shitter you've got here.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Probably not.
Not a chance.
But grow and change, right?
All right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit.
One look should be enough, right? Yeah.
Clive Rosfield died long ago.
Yep.
And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue.
It's nice to know that I was a favorite nephew.
You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot,
We used to
loyal
play.
servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod.
Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still?
Good enough.
Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you.
A magnificent play
Always
indeed.
were fond of that scene from The Saint of the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
Ah.
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach.
Never let it be said that the man is a poor host, and truly we could do with some grub, honestly. I'll tell you how I survived. The good place. Be sure to bring out the porcelain, Jeeves.
So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you?
Not just
Since
one.
becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low.
And a big question mark.
Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse,
Who is
I've
the
been
monster?
charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
Something, right?
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
If there is a nation left at the end of this.
It has been 20 years, Clive.
An
The
odyssey.
nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother.
You're your own person, and you've done your deed. Are doing so currently.
All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
I mean, I'm alive, aren't I?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived.
Exactly.
And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Never was one for lies. My own.
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Fair enough. Yeah.
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about
Bitch.
today. It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing.
Kick. Would make for a better dinner tale, though.
The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid.
I
You
didn't.
were always such a good boy. But now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle.
Rejoice.
Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass.
And my good scabbard.
This will be fun.
Lord Captain Uncle Commander Outlaw. What's on your mind, Jill? You haven't been... Is the monster thing on your mind? It takes me back to the Hunchback of Notre Dame, where the jester
It's a
asks
fine
who
ship,
is
isn't
the
she?
monster and who is man.
Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days. Something on your mind?
Not just one thing, but...
Monsters.
There we go.
When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because
Yeah,
once
stop
they learned
doing
that
that.
the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung a sword, but another's.
Exploiting weakness.
I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
What makes a
I don't want
monster?
to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Have you done something particularly...
Promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
She must atone for her past. It would allude that there is one specific thing that's weighing heavily on her. I don't know what it is, obviously. But it does beg the question. No, it does not. Yeah, back to Benham.